I know for most of us right now, it is really cold outside. This is why in today's video, we will be doing some cozy patio updates. I did start filming this a few months ago, but what we'll be doing is upgrading our TV, adding some warm lanterns. We did get the kids a new playhouse, which I'll show you for Christmas. We will be doing some deep cleaning, taking down some of the Christmas stuff, and then we will be adding some cozy lights to the patio. I'll also be sharing some future patio projects, and I'll be giving you all the details in case you need some ideas. But now that most of my holiday decor is down, I'm working on adding some cozy updates to the patio, and then I'll be working on styling my house. I need all of the inspiration and creative ideas on how to style the space, so I took a class on Skillshare, which is today's sponsor, to help expand my creativity in this project and my future home decor projects. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. Skillshare can really help take your career, skills, hobbies, passions, or even side hustles to the next level. I've said this so many times before, but I believe that knowledge is one of our biggest assets. And with Skillshare, you can take classes on a variety of topics. I've done a few of the personal development and productivity classes, especially the ones by Thomas Frank. But this month, I'm focusing on the creative classes, especially the ones around interior design. There's classes on home and lifestyle, which could be cooking, painting, drawing, and gardening, which I will need to be taking in the spring. There's also classes on entrepreneurship. I know I've taken a camera class before, and so much more. And all of these classes are for any skill level. In addition, you can also take different learning paths, which are curated sequential class collections to really help you master a specific skill. But the class that I am currently taking is Emily Henderson's class, which is titled Style Your Space, Creative Tips and Techniques for Interior Design. I really enjoyed this class, and she talks a lot about infusing the space with personality and focusing on how the space feels and how to really make the space tell your story. Her class was also a lot of fun because we took a style quiz to determine the type of style that you like. Based on her quiz, I found out that my style leans more towards a Scandinavian, rustic, and minimal style. It was really helpful because then I can take that information and search for different pieces within those styles. I also got tips on how to mix colors, work with trends, what to buy that's trendy and what to avoid, how to mix styles, and how to actually style a space. I'm excited to learn many more creative ideas through Skillshare and bring them to you throughout the year. But I encourage you to give Skillshare a try, and the first 500 people to use the link in my description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So get started today. So the first thing that we're going to start with is cleaning up the patio area a bit. Chris had also been talking a lot about getting a new and bigger TV. We like to sit out here, watch football on Sundays or watch whatever game is on. And he just kept saying the TV is way too small for the wall. I finally agreed. We went to Best Buy and we basically bought a new, bigger TV. So we will be replacing that here shortly. But welcome back to all of y'all, and I hope that your new year has been good so far. If this is your first time here, then welcome. My name is Michelle, and we recently just did a patio makeover a few months ago because we moved into this house about 6 months ago. So if you are interested in how we got started here, what we did to the patio so far, then I encourage you to check out that video. In that video, we got these new chairs, and there is some hidden creatures that come in these chairs. Actually, really, it was just this one lizard or gecko. But it is funny because when these chairs came in, I was going to get them for the whole patio, and I ended up just getting them as the end chairs. I was like, I wonder if there's going to be like creatures that like hide in here, and then whenever I sit down, they jump out at me. But luckily these are harmless and that hasn't really ever happened. I also started filming for this video a couple months ago, like I mentioned before. So it is a lot colder now. So hence why here I am wearing short sleeves and shorts. Also, a quick reminder that my behind the camera YouTube Power program is open for enrollment. So if you have been wanting to start a YouTube channel, start a side hustle, reach those goals for this year, then now is a perfect opportunity to join the program, which does include my entire self-paced course, which can be from beginner level to even if you've already started a channel and you're looking on how to grow and monetize it, a community to ask questions in, and 6 months of personal coaching from me directly. If you want some more information on it, then I do have some free training and some links down below to help you get started. All right, but after I finish cleaning up a little bit, the next thing we're gonna do is take down this TV. We will move it into the garage. And then we went and got a new TV, a bigger TV, which is a 70-inch to hang against this wall. Now, one thing we do not do is buy outdoor TVs. Those are pretty expensive. And because we have always had our outdoor TVs covered, we just buy the Best Buy brand. So this is the Insignia TV. It was like maybe $300. I'm not sure, maybe $300 to $400 for a 70-inch, and it is a smart TV. And we just keep it covered, and we have not had any issues placing any like regular TVs outside. So Chris really wanted like an 85-inch, and I'm like, I don't want to cover the whole wall. This is not a sports bar. We just need a regular size TV. So we settled for a 70-inch, and if I were to go back, we probably could have gone a little bit bigger just because the wall is so big. But anyway, it does fit the wall a lot better than our other TV. But we are going to take this one out of the box and hang it up.
To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away.
So I do feel like this one fits the wall a lot better than the other one. But like I said, I feel like we probably still could have gone a little bigger. I don't know. All right, the next thing that we're adding to make this space super cozy are these Halo fire lanterns. Now, I originally saw these on an Instagram post. I'm going to have to find who had them on her patio, but I ended up just buying them and seeing what they look like. So they came in and I am going to set them up. But when I bought these, I made the mistake of buying citronella oil. So I will show you what happened when we did these. But anyway, this brand makes a bunch of different types of like tiki torch kind of products. So I bought the ones, I'll have to find exactly what I bought, but the ones that go against the wall. And this is torch fuel and it's citronella. We have a lot of mosquitoes in the summertime. So I thought, oh, this will be perfect to help keep all of the mosquitoes out during the summer, and not realizing that it would Chris says that citronella has a dirty burn, meaning it has a lot of black smoke, and I should have bought the no smoke ones, which I do buy later on. But anyway, I'm piecing these together. This Halo torch is supposed to make a spiral type flame that looks super, super cool. So I'm putting everything together and I realized that I am missing a piece. There's supposed to be some sort of plate that goes above that. So I contacted them and they were super, super nice and mailed me the piece that was missing like super, super fast. So this little thing that goes on top is what kind of makes that flame do that cool spiral thing, which I'll show y'all shortly. But the first thing we're going to do is we are going to screw it into the brick. The goal was to have these look like lanterns. Well, they are kind of lanterns, but to have them kind of as a nice, cozy look next to the new TV.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy.
So once you have the base of the lantern or lamp or whatever I'm calling them into the wall, then you can just remove this little bowl and fill them up with the oil. Like I mentioned earlier, I got the citronella oil, which was a big mistake, and I will show you why in a minute. But anyway, the way these work is that you can just put the bowl directly into the, what is this, a tiki holder, whatever it's called, and then you can light them, and then you just place the glass back in the little glass slot. And then, like I said, we still needed this little like circle thing to go in there to help contain the flame a little bit, but those were mailed to us a couple days later. But what this does is it creates like this tornado effect on the flame that makes it look super, super cool. But I found who I got this idea from. Her name is Christina Evans on Instagram. She had them. So that is where I first initially saw these. But anyway, this is what they look like next to the TV. And next, I'll show you what they look like at night.
I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way.
So one reason why I don't recommend this type of oil is because it turned all of our brick black. I contacted the company and they told me that for this type of lamp against the wall, it should really be the no smoke oil. So I went back and bought the no smoke oil. So in case you are interested in these, make sure you buy the right oil. But our next big project is getting the kids a play set. We wanted to encourage the kids to play outside more, and we just didn't have a lot for them to do outside. So we went to a company called Rainbow, and we actually designed this play set, and we're kind of measuring and figuring out where in the yard that we want to put it. And they came right before Christmas and installed this beautiful play set for us. This was our Christmas presents to the kids, and they absolutely love it. So the company was called Rainbow. I think it was just called Rainbow Playsets, maybe. And we had them engrave the kids' names on the playhouse. And what was cool about this company is that you could customize. They had like set kits, but then you could customize, like, do you want to make this a little lemonade stand, or do you want it to be like a clubhouse, or do you want it to be a sandbox? So we kind of just pieced different things together and made it exactly what we thought they would love. I had been looking for months on a good play set, and I was initially going to buy one, order one offline, and have Chris install it. And then the reviews were just like, it took 18 hours. But anyway, with this also comes more projects. So over here is also a very muddy area. So when the kids play, like, the grass underneath is going to probably die. So this is our favorite swing. It's called like a swing disc. But anyway, we will be completely putting like kitty mulch, making a border around it, and just having more projects. Another project we are working on here is installing rock beds all along the side of underneath there, because it gets wet. It's muddy right there. The grass isn't really growing there. And then we have those chairs in that playhouse. And we'll be getting rid of all of that and adding a rock builder kind of around the perimeter of the backyard. And then I'm going to be getting a lot of plants and pots and just filling that space. I tried to talk Chris into doing it for this video, and he's like, it's a lot more work than just throwing a bunch of rocks down, Michelle. So anyway, that will be another project whenever I can get him to dedicate some time to help with it. But the next phase that we are going to be doing out here is a lot of deep cleaning, because this rug and this patio is actually, it's a lot more, it's worse when you look at it up close. It doesn't look that bad from far away, but we'll be deep cleaning, and we are getting a big cold front and freeze that come through. Now, I'm in Texas, so we don't get a lot of snow, like maybe once in a blue moon. So anyway, we are going to try and get everything cleaned up before the really cold weather comes through. I'll also be taking down, or Chris will be taking down, the Govee Christmas lights that we have, and we are going to be adding some patio string lights that have a warm white light that kind of match our Halo fire torches.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss still burning. Didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. Beyond the horizon. Beyond the horizon.
So here next to the stairs, on either side of the stairs, is where we're going to be adding our rock bed with all of our plants. Also this spring, I am going to be building flower garden. So, or not a flower garden, a vegetable garden. So we did this in our last house, if you remember from, I think it was last year or maybe it was the year before. We built our own planter boxes and we started growing. We didn't end up growing vegetables. Actually, it was last year because it was a little bit late in the summer. So instead I planted a ton of sunflowers and they grew big and beautiful, but I didn't plant any vegetables because it was like really, really late in the season. So, or in the summer. And then we ended up moving. So this year we are going to be building planter boxes. I am going to be working on gardening. That's one of my New Year's kind of goals, is to grow vegetables, do a little bit more gardening. I'm not sure where we are going to build the planter boxes yet, but that will be a spring project. Our long-term goals back here is to eventually get a pool. So that is why we moved the playset kind of way over to the left, because once you have it in the grass, it is like really hard to move unless you disassemble it and move it. So it's kind of off to the side there. And if we eventually get a pool, I also want to open up the railing here and extend the stairs like a lot more than just that one little section. So where the railing is over, that's where we are doing my plan is to do the rock garden, where we just put potted plants in instead of planting a flower bed. Is that a rock garden is easy to move if we need to. Again, this is also kind of longer term goals, but I still have the vision in mind. This rug is fairly new and it gets dirty quite often. So next we are going to power wash the rug and also the seat cushions. Now you realize I just cleaned the windows and then Chris comes with the power washer and like sprays all the windows, and it was basically, I did all that work for nothing, but it's fine. The goal is to make sure that everything is cleaned. The power washer that I'm using here is a commercial grade power washer because if you didn't know, Chris does landscaping and he has like all of this commercial grade equipment, including pressure washing, power washing, whatnot. Now, we do have another power washer that we just got from Giraffe Tools that's in our garage that we were going to use here. And we didn't because when we move it through the garage to our house, we have to keep the door open a little bit. And this day, for whatever reason, we had like tons of bees just surrounding. So we were like trying to keep the doors closed to keep the bees out of the house. Now, I like this power washer, but I kind of don't like using it on the rugs and cushions because it is so powerful that it has actually ripped a hole in our old outdoor patio cushion. So you have to like make sure that you stand back. Obviously, I'm not doing that right here, but you do have to make sure that you stand back a little bit more. Like I went and checked to make sure I didn't rip a hole in it. So that's the only kind of downfall about using like this super powerful one on rugs and cushions. But leave me a comment down below. Are you guys out on your patios with a cozy fire? Is it way too cold to be outside or is it manageable? Leave me a comment and let me know below. So it is cold outside now. The cushions have dried a bit. It is super windy, but I wanted to show y'all an after picture. Chris was able to kind of power wash off all of the smoke that was on the brick without messing up the TV. So now we are using the no smoke oil to give you guys an idea of what the lanterns look like. The only thing I wanted to do in this video that I didn't was get a new cabinet underneath the TV so that it can hide all of like the charcoal and the mosquito spray and all of those extra things. I cannot find an outdoor cabinet. So if you guys know of like any that are good, even if it's not technically outdoor, weatherproof or whatever, then let me know because I have been searching and cannot find one. Once I get everything put back together, then I will show y'all the lights that he just installed and then also the view from our living room. The patio is an extension of our living room, so we want to make sure that it looks nice. So you guys, the lights look so good out here along with the lanterns or halo fire lamps. It is super peaceful. But these are just some additions that you can easily add to help your space feel a bit more cozy. And I forgot to mention that the string lights are from Home Depot. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss any future updates, and I will see y'all next week.